Hi there, my name is Fix Fox and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This is Session Wars mod where we get to play Heroes of Might and Magic 2. I'm excited to play this modification. We've already taken one look at the mod through playing the Beltway scenario. We got to see a little bit of the Witch faction, not a whole lot though. I'm excited very much to see more of the factions here. This is going to be the Dervish faction playthrough. And I've already determined what map it's going to be. It's going to be the map Hotspot. This is a map I have not played on F Heroes 2 anytime recently, definitely not on camera. When you are ready, take the teleport to the island's Hotspot. So as far as advanced options, we could play as either the green or the blue position. We're going to stay as blue, and we're going to go straight for this Dervish faction. Of course, they have the Rogues, the Acolytes, Nomads, Medusa, Manticore, Anubites, and Genies. So a lot of the neutral creatures from Heroes of Might and Magic 2 are now together in a faction, with some notable additions with the Acolytes, Manticores, and Anubites. Overall, I think that this is prime for a really high quality sort of faction. I don't know, like, it never made sense to me before, or I never thought of it in these terms, but Rogues and Nomads, yeah, they kind of go together. Medusa, yeah, I can see them being deserty. Genies, of course. And so then with a couple of extra units, this faction does feel pretty fleshed out. At first glance, it looks pretty fleshed out. We don't think we have any other advanced options. Let's make sure that this is on impossible difficulty. And folks, let's just dive into this medium-sized map and have a bunch of fun, trying to get to know a little bit more about this Dervish faction. So we start off with the hero Sulman, who's got the speciality of the Acolytes. So we've got a bunch of Acolytes, 14 of them. That's a great start. We do have the the Lucky Gambler's coin, okay, and basic air magic, basic luck. I see no reason why we ought not to continue with this hero. In our starting castle, by the way, this castle looks beautiful. After we looked at the Witch faction and it wasn't, it left something still to be desired. This castle looks amazing. It's bright, it's colorful, it's exceptionally readable, and I think that everything here has been created by hand. There is no part of this that looks like a placeholder. This is all hand drawn, hand done, and I'm very impressed with this. This looks nice. So I'm guessing, yeah, so we got the Rogue caravan here. Okay, these are your Acolytes. I guess that this is going to be Wagon Camp, Temple, Desert Tent, Chapel, Pit, Ancient Tomb, and Altar of Wishes for your various units. Looks like we have Loot Wagon for an additional 6 rogues a week. Artifact Merchant, cool. We can get an Artifact Merchant in this game. There's a Mirage that apparently we can't build, but it's here. Okay, good to know. And then, yeah, everything else looks to be fairly typical for what you'd expect for Heroes 3. We do have currently 1,000 gold a day, so we got ourselves up to the Town Hall. I think that with these Acolytes, tell you what, let's just grab gold. We'll look to get a second hero. Maybe that second hero can grab a sawmill or something very, very soon. 2,000 gold here from this chest. A little bit more gold from the campfire. And this is going to sound odd, perhaps, but it seems to me that you can move way further and way faster in this version of Heroes of Might and Magic than you can typically. And what do I mean by that? I mean to say this. In Heroes 2, it feels like on these maps I'm very familiar with, there is a big difference that kind of went unnoticed for me. Heroes in Heroes 3 move a lot further typically than Heroes in Heroes 2. More than that, I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but I hope it makes sense when I say, well, somehow, in some way, shape, or form, the distance between these heroes feels a little bit off to me. I don't feel like in Heroes 2 I could have a hero go as far as Sulman just did this entire time. That it's really, really surprising still how far they can move, and I noticed it on Beltway, and I'm noticing it now. And the logistics of any Heroes of Might and Magic game is pretty critically important because you've got 3 main screens. You've got your castle screen, you've got your adventure map screen, and of course you have your battle screen. And so if the adventure map screen plays very, very differently, then the entire game is going to play very, very differently. Even if it just looks like Heroes of Might and Magic 2, it's going to be quite a bit different. Folks, we got Marcus, the level 1 Dervish. We're going to pick this hero up immediately. I have 1k gold to play with. I will get as many of these Acolytes as I can. Looks like another 8. So I'm just going to drop this off here, send over everybody minus the rogue. And I think the Sulman ought to go get our ore for us. Marcus is probably going to head to the north very, very quickly. And so far already, we've done a solid good 2 days. We picked up 2 heroes. We're exploring this land. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. I'm happy for that. And I'm not moving in a particularly exceptional way at the moment. I suppose what I mean by that is that I don't think that I'm the best logistical wizard at the moment. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to that. But as we're clearing out this sort of starting area, it seems to me that, again, when you have so much movement points, it feels like I just start off with Nomad's Boots or with a True Compass of Mobility or something. It just feels like we are cruising right along. More than that, I can't really say. Looks like we don't get to wait another turn. There we go. And there's a certain point that I want to make really, really quickly when it comes to any kind of modification. And that is this. On the one hand, we want you to fit in. On the one hand, I do want everything to blend. I don't want anything to be jarring and look out of place. That's point number one. But on the other hand, I do really, really want these heroes, these new factions, and these new units to stand out. So you want to fit in, but you also want to stand out. It's a really tough line to balance. And I think that any modder is going to kind of struggle with that because you're not going to make everybody happy. There's going to be some people that really love. Oh, look at this. It's perfect just the way it is because it is wild and exciting. And then there's going to be people that say, oh, I really want this to just blend seamlessly. And you as the creative designer, you have to say, well, what should I do? How do I best make this work for me, my project? And also, how do I best kind of serve the community that I really hope gets to play this game? And I feel like these units, of course, now we've got rogues and we got nomads. They've been in the game forever and they fit, right? I think that the acolytes feel and look like they fit as well. Like, I feel like the acolytes could have always been here. Now, it does seem a little bit like a fever dream. It's almost like, I don't know how else to describe it. It feels like, oh, wow, hey, somebody's here all of a sudden out of the blue. And I don't hate that at all. Like, again, it's that nice line between fitting in and fitting out. And more than that, I can't say. Folks, we're going to lose. Oh, for some reason, zombies did not attack the rogues. I totally thought that they would. Well, we are going to kind of work on these zombies. By the way, 3 speed, so zombies, they do get down the battlefield actually 1 full turn quicker in this mod than they did in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. So it's kind of interesting just to keep track of that. Hashtag just fix Fox things that fix Fox notices. By the way, we are using the wait function as much as possible, because if you've got this opportunity to use the wait function, you better use it. I'm a little bit concerned. These acolytes are not pumping out as much damage as I would have hoped. Zombies still have 15 HP and 2 defense. So they're still like a low defensive creature. I just think that my acolytes are not doing tons of damage, 2 to 4. So we got a bit of a damage range. That's a bit, it's, I'm just not having a great time with this. 1, 2, 3. It looks like these guys are not going to get in. Let's attack here. Let's attack here. It's going to be close. We're going to need to start to move on this. But thankfully, these rogues to the bottom are going to take some time to get here. So damage here. Damage here. I think we'll kill this zombie on this retaliation in just a second. They attack, retaliate. You did not kill them. You're crazy. Oh my goodness, that wastes so much damage. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, in that case, I think I have to attack. I mean, this zombie's going to step up. I'm going to hope I can do 5 points of damage on the melee. Or let's just get good morale. Yeah, let's do that all day, every day. Okay, okay. Alrighty. So we're going to get out of the fight, clearly, but it feels like 26 of these acolytes do nothing. That feels weird. I'm trying to figure out what they're it almost feels like they're weaker than archers, but that's not true. They're not weaker than archers. I mean, because archers do, like, I think it's like 2 to 3 damage or 2 to 4 damage with 6 attack. I think that these acolytes as a level 3 creature, level 2 creature, I guess that they're a level 2 creature, aren't they? Yeah, acolytes are a level 2 creature, so maybe they're just a little bit more, let's see, same HP, a little bit more damage, about the same attack skill, way less defense than an archer. So acolytes are basically comparable to an archer, and they have the debuff of only doing half damage to mind resistant creatures. That's why. Oh, that's why we were doing half damage. I just realized. Zombies are mind spell immune. Blind is a mind spell, for example. Like, you can slow the undead. Oh my goodness, that's why we were doing so little damage. It felt like we were just doing nothing. the undead are immune to mine spells, and therefore we were doing half damage to them. That is so crazy interesting. I thought that this was only going to come into effect with giants and titans, but then I just realized there's a whole class of creature that is going to say, nice damage there, buddy. I'm going to shrug that off real quick. After scouring the area, we fall upon the hidden chest containing the ancient artifact Arm of the Martyr. This is going to be the +3 spell power, -1 morale. Yet again, we're going to continue on these kind of cursed artifacts. We saw that a little bit in the previous scenario, and I guess I'll be okay with that. I guess I'm okay with the 3 spell power at least. A pack of pirates. How tough are a pack of pirates? I have no idea. Is this a tough fight? Is this an easy fight? It's a pack. These could be 50 HP creatures for all I know. This is exciting and scary and terrifying. Okay, we're going to have to attack. I'm going to hope, let's see, I'm going to hope that the experience is going to get me up to a new level. Not quite. Oh, it did. Perfect. And then we'll take the basic leadership just to kind of counteract that Arm of the Martyr. Okay. We don't have any spells to cast yet, though. I'm going to hope that now that my Acolytes do more damage, I'm going to just hope that we can do a bit better. Let's do some single stacks to help prevent some major issues, and let's see where this goes. Pirates, by the way, are 25 HP. This is a lot of pirates. This is a pack. 3, 6, 9, 18. It's like 18 pirates. Golly. Well, it is a pack, so that'll work. We do have a little bit of nice terrain to work with here. How fast are these guys? 5 speed, so they're going to take a little while to get down the battlefield. I don't think that, I mean, it's possible that they could get good morale. Let's just hope that they don't. Due to their speed, yo, look at them. They got their little peg leg and they just kind of hobble around. Ha 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 ha. I love that. As they kind of head in this direction, yeah, let's just hope that they don't get good morale, because if they do, we're not going to have a good time. These rogues will take some damage. And as we've mentioned before, in Heroes 2, you got to have 2 different types of units in order to get that good morale. Not so in Heroes Might and Magic 3, and so call it a bit of a buff, maybe? I don't know, call it a buff for the forces in Heroes 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to sit right here. And we're going to do a full weight. Boy, I'd really like some spells. Anything at all would be just lovely. There's the good morale. That's amazing. Wait, we have neutral morale, don't we? I think we have just neutral morale. And yet we got good morale. Okay, all right, that's interesting. Did not expect that. 1 pirate stack goes down. Yar. Looks like we're going to be killing basically 1 full stack every 2 shots. I don't think I want to just stay here. 11 points damage. I mean, as long as these nomads stay here, I think it's okay to move forward. We got this really nice terrain that is actually going to do us wonders. If I move out with these rogues, they're going to take a little bit too much more damage than I would like. We're going to wait here, step up here. We'll wait. And I might as well get the damage off with this top rogue. Not once, but twice. Really wish I could have used that somewhere else. But even though the pirate killed the 1 rogue, we are still safe with our Acolytes. Looks like the nomads are taking a bit of damage, but they're doing fairly well. By the way, 3 to 7 damage. These pirates have a big damage range. They could do a little bit. They could do a lot of it. So far, we're staying alive. Staying alive. 1 more pirate goes down. Good. And, oh, let's see. 2 HP here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that these pirates cannot reach here. I think I'm going to spend the nomad. I'm going to try and take out 1 more of these pirates here. Will help. No retaliation because it was already taken. And then the rogues, I could back off fully with my 4 stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And due to terrain and due to just kind of meandering my way through, it looks like we are maybe going to avoid any losses possible. 4 HP left. Let's back off with the nomad there. We're going to defend. Wait. 1 more bandit goes down. So 2 bandits are going to go down this whole fight. Yeah, overall, that fight went pretty well. So 18 pirates. I'm glad we fought this fight. The wizard's hat, I don't think that we're going to really need that since we are a spellcaster type of hero. But if we get a might-based hero, we could use that spellcaster, or rather spellbinder's hat. Actually, hold on. In Heroes Might and Magic 2, this increases the duration of your spellcasting by 10 turns. There you go. Wizard's hat will do the same thing here. Okay. It's interesting that I felt like I needed to check. And I did. I think I really needed to check that, because if you get it wrong, you look a little bit foolish. We got our Dervish hero Marcus out here. Maybe? No. Okay. For a second, I wondered, wait a second. Do nomads give you the ability, like in Heroes 3, to be a sandwalker and just bypass terrain? I don't think that, I think that'd be a little bit broken in the best way possible. Broken in the best way possible. Looks like that's not going to be the case here, and that's okay. That's okay. Alrighty, we've actually crossed this median line, which separates us from our red enemy. I'm gonna just grab this shrine here because I think Marcus, yeah, has a spell book. Even starts off with the spell. Wait, did you start off with any spells? Uh-oh, how do I do this? I guess he's got view artifacts? Or view air anyway. So it's not view artifacts, it's view air from Heroes Might Magic 3. Let me just cast this real quick so that way by the time I need to use spells again, I can redo this. Okay, so we got red at the top. It looks like the green player's kind of been going in this direction. There's plenty of artifacts on my side, plenty of artifacts on the green side. Yellow's in the center. Yeah, and red is sort of going in my direction. So I don't know the best way of preventing any losses, but I do know that Marcus over here is actually going to be safe to explore a little bit. He might even get a glimpse of the enemy's castle before all is said and done. We are missing resources. Folks, I need lots and lots of wood. 2 wood per day. This is not cutting it. I need to find way more. Way more. Okay, on to a new day. And now that I know that my Acolytes are going to do half damage to these zombies, I don't know if I want to attack them. I don't really know if I want to attack these wasps. I say I don't really know because I don't really know. But we will do this for the sulfur mine because I think that, yeah, 16 doesn't look like that's going to be too much for me to have to deal with. And they're not going to cross the battlefield all in one go. Even if they did, maybe they've already gotten their turn. Wasps pause and wait for a better time to act. Okay, so they've already kind of taken their turn. We're going to wait it up, skip. And I'm guessing that this creature maybe can't reach us, but this one surely will. So let's attack the closest wasp. We basically halved the stack. That's okay. And so 3... yeah, it's going to be 3 of the rogues go down. We get weakness, so just like the dragonflies. And then I might as well, at this point, there's going to be gaps everywhere. Do I want to attack? No, you tell you what, let's just stay put there. It looks like there's a gap here, gap there. So actually we don't have a lot of opportunity to prevent losses. Oh, unless we get good luck. There we go. Let's just do that. Holy cow. Okay, well, that worked out swimmingly. I think that worked out great. Now, here's the question. We're up against lots of Acolytes. I would love for them to join me. What's the likelihood of that? Probably pretty low. Probably pretty low. Holy word, by the way. I don't know if our enemies... can I check? Looks like it's going to be Dervish. Cool. Dervish, Warlock, Witch. Awesome. All right, so there's a lot of Dervish going on here. I'm going to cast View Air one more time. It looks like the enemy hero kind of came from this direction and is heading back here. So I'm going to have Marcus escape, grab what he needs to. By the way, this hotspot, these stone liths take you to the very center and they take you into red. We don't want to do that anytime soon. Not at the moment anyway. But do you attack the Acolytes? By the way, for Chapel, I need 6 more ore. Wow, everything costs ore. 10 ore and wood, 10 ore and 5 sulfur. Genies, of course, are 15 gems. Gotta have the ancient tomb. All prereqs are met. So actually I can skip the chapel. I can skip the manticores. I can go ancient tomb altar. I would need 15 ore, a little bit of wood. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. If we can pick up any amount of ore, we should do that. So these gems are critically important though for the genies. So I feel like we have to fight this fight now. We will take some losses, but we got the fast nomads. Should get down the battlefield in 2 turns. So let's do it like this. And then, tell you what, let's split the Acolytes fully. We'll just give ourselves additional damage. This is probably not going to be my favorite fight ever. I wish I could say it was, but I don't think it's going to be. Let's do a wait and a wait. I will move the bandit across. Maybe they'll actually draw some fire because they'll be a little bit closer. We'll attack top to bottom. I guess we've got native terrain. Yeah, so we got 5 speed. So we got native terrain here. That suits me pretty well. And so we'll kill the peripheral forces, and then we'll try and send the nomads down otherwise. We've been doing about 15 points damage. We might kill this guy. I think there was like 1 HP left. We lose 2 acolytes, 3 acolytes, 3 HP here. Okay. We'll go here. We'll go here. And then here on our new turn, I can just stick the nomad there. I'm going to do this. I'll just take out this top acolyte because somebody's got to. We're going to step to here. We're not going to attack, so that way we don't take an extra retaliation, which could end us. Like, we might last for 2 turns with the half damage if we don't attack, but maybe by attacking we could cost ourselves a little bit of damage. Down to 7, down to 2 acolytes here. And okay, and the rogues do take a bit of a shot there. That's actually just fine for me. Okay, the nomad here, yeah, we're just gonna step to here. We're not trying to do damage. We are not trying to do damage with the nomads. We're just trying to prevent the enemies from getting anything else fun happening for them. 4 are gonna kill 2 as best as they can anyway. Okay, they did the best that they could. And there goes the nomad. Understandable. Have a nice day. There's 3 HP here. I think we can kill the acolyte. Barely, we do not. 1 HP left. Very sad. But I think this is going to be fine. Yeah. We end up losing 1 more acolyte, but overall, this worked out about as good as I could have hoped. So 18 HP left. I'll take the retaliations at this point. We'll call it a day. So 1 rogue, 1 nomad, 3 of the acolytes. For gems, which by the way, we only need 4 more. I think that that's totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. I need more ore though. I'm gonna head north. I think that north will take you, yeah, north will take you kind of into the red player's territory, which is a little bit scary for me, I must say. You know what? We do gotta go get these spells. Magic arrow for a spellcaster hero. Wait. Are we a spellcaster hero? 2/2/2? I don't know. I'm not too sure what the Dervish do. I mean, they're just Dervish. It doesn't say spellcaster or might-based hero, but I'm guessing Solomon is a might-based hero. Maybe I'm really happy for that wizard's hat. Okay, we'll come on down here. He's not going to have a lot of spell points. He's only got 10 knowledge, but let's stop on in. We'll grab this. I could, I suppose, just hire another hero and pull forces to the front. It's day 6 though. Let's go back. We're going to sit here overnight. We're going to leave here on day 7. Let's have 7 speed creatures in the army. And first thing in the morning, we'll come back to that. A little bit of sulfur. There's a fireball spell here. Could be useful. Magic well. Another obelisk. I do not know where this is at just yet. I don't know this map well enough to really know. And then day 7, let's just hit end turn. Unless, are there any purchases? I'd get the Citadel. I don't think that's going to do it for you. And it takes you further away from the ancient tomb and so on and so forth. I'm probably going to go for this level 2 mage guild though. Well, if you're going to do that, no, ore is too valuable. This is so sad. This is not good. That's 5 turns. Call it 6, 7 turns. Let's just call it 7 turns in order to get enough ore to get all of this. We'll have enough of all the other resources, but not if you get this level 2 mage guild. We're not the best spellcaster due to our low knowledge. I'm just going to wait here. I'm not going to get the Citadel. We're going to have to save resources, and that's going to be the end of month 1, week 1, day 7 on to month 1, week 2, day 1. Alrighty, full purchases here. We don't have a lot of forces. I feel kind of bad about this. Thank goodness we got the Acolytes. Thank goodness we are the Acolyte specialist, but geez. Wouldn't this be better if we could do a little bit more? Let's grab this fight here with the zombies. I feel much better about this fight now than I did before. We'll do single stacks. We'll do 1 single stack there. And here. Maybe not. Should I have 2 stacks of the Acolytes or just 1 big stack? I think you're actually better off. It's harder to defend this, but I still think it's better. Okay, we'll do it just like this. Even though we're going to be doing half damage to the mutant zombies, they want to run. Do I want to pursue them? That just makes me want to fight you even harder. Oh, and I messed up. I was thinking of the positioning in terms of Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It's not correct. You do want to have your shooters closest together near the top, because now, even with 2x creatures, I can't cover up everybody. Okay, good to know. Oh my gosh, we are doing so little damage. I probably should have just let the enemies do whatever they wanted to do. We are going to get some good damage off here. They're going to step one step closer, so down to 10, down to 9. I'm going to have the other stack of Acolytes attack here. So we'll do damage. I'm going to step to here. I guess I could have attacked. I guess I should have attacked. Go here. And then the Nomads are going to sally forth as well. I don't think I'm going to take 20 points of damage in retaliation here. I don't. And damage there is going to be fine. Oop, that's not good. Okay, that's much better. We're going to wait. Might as well attack. Might as well attack. There goes one more of the rogues. And then my 24 are going to get in, do a bunch of damage. That's not as much damage as I hoped. But so long as we got good morale, everything's going to be fine. Okay, cool. 1 and 1. Yeah, the losses look great. Basic artillery, advanced luck. I don't even know if the Dervish can get artillery. I'm guessing not. Let's go with luck. And this is the Tellurian Sphere. What is this? The Tellurian Sphere causes your earth spells to do 50% more damage to enemy troops. I don't think I have any earth spells. I guess I got Magic Arrow. Yeah, I guess I got Magic Arrow. Okay, we got Magic Arrow. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. No complaints, no worries, no stress. Stay in your lane, be hydrated and happy. 3 gems, another obelisk, and there's still lots of treasure here. It looks like vampire lords are not too far away. Again, though, if we are doing half damage to the undead, ooh, I really need to rethink my life choices at this point, I fear. We got some issues. Folks, we got trouble. But you know what we also got? We got these Anubites. Looks like 10 attack skill, 10 defense, 12 to 16 damage, 70 HP, non-living mind spell immunity. Very good. Very good. I'm very happy for this force. Yeah, mind spell immunity, quite similar to what you would find for giants and titans and the undead, as it comes to find out. So overall, we've made all these purchases. We're going to get this 3rd hero just to help get these forces to the front. I don't want Sulman to have to slow down for anybody or anything. But I'll be very happy to have these additional forces in the army. Let's just make sure that this is adjusted correctly. I like the good luck, by the way. Look how many little rainbows there are. Okay, so the Anubites will sit here. We still got our single stacks. Lots of wasps. We fought this type of fight before. Let's do so again. Ah, I forgot. I got to move the Acolytes. Different place. Different day, different time. Okay. Well, you definitely cannot guard against all these wasps at this point due to my negligence. That's great. Good job, Bix Fox. And so, is it going to be Acolytes take damage? No, it's going to be the rogues, not once but twice. Okay, well, if that's the case, let's just attack. One Nomad goes down, the Anubites get a bunch of damage off. Good, good, good. Defend. So 1 and 16. I think I could have fought that fight maybe a little bit better. Definitely. Before I do anything else, let me just make this adjustment. With the double hex creature with the Nomads, you can always step in between. Always step in between these 2 Acolytes, and you'll be able to defend much better than you otherwise were going to be able to. So happy for that. Happy for that. Let's take the Witch's Hut. Basic fire magic. I think at this point I'll take anything. Minor Scroll of Knowledge. Wow. Sulman really needs that, actually, because he's only got the 1 knowledge. So another +2 knowledge actually goes an awful long way for him. I think Eldarian can grab, let's see, there's XP here. There's a cool fireball spell here. Can he learn that? No, we don't actually have the wisdom. We don't actually have the wisdom to learn these 3rd level spells, do we? Wait, does this guy? No. Does this guy? No. Okay, alrighty. Well, I don't know. Should I still pick up that fire magic? It's an actually important choice. Right now, it's only the Magic Arrow. I'm going to wait. I'm going to ignore that for now. I think that we are on a collision course with these pack of vampires, though. And there is no magic well nearby that I can just replenish my spell points with. So, I don't know. I don't know what's best. Grizel is coming in from the east. We'll have to keep an eye on her. I got a feeling that she's got some ill intentions in mind. And we're going to continue to just pick up as much gold as possible. So, Lucky Rabbit's Foot and the Minor Scroll. Interesting that the Minor Scroll, wow, it could fit in lots of different places. That's cool. Huh, I didn't realize that at first. Okay, so lots of different places that can fit into. Looks like at the Oracle here, Nestled among the trees sits a blind seer. After explaining the intent of your journey, the seer activates his crystal ball, allowing you to see the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents. Yeah, it looks like she's got some treants. Not very offensively geared, but still not too bad. Dahlia, Stulmon, Wrathmont, and Grizel. Okay, and there are red dragons in the very center. Oh my gosh, that's not going to be good for us. Let's go grab this experience with this hero here. Do the basic sorcery, just trying to find some new stuff. And then I don't know. I mean, I want to go north into the Redlands, but also if Grizel takes one step closer, I'm probably going to be obligated to go south and say hi to her. Okay. Well, she took a look at those hydras and then stood back and said, no, not today. I'm going to send Marcus up here to try and scout. We saw an enemy here just off screen. I want to be aggressive, but my major fighting force with the Acolytes, I don't think I'm actually tough enough to go through. I guess it's only a pack. This is just such a better way to go at the moment. I hope that the enemy is not going to come through the northern side. At least we picked up the +1/+1 here, but still, it feels bad to head in this direction and then turn tail at the last second. But if you do recall, we are only one ore away from getting into higher quality troops with the Genies. So we're going to sit here. We're going to be ready for a new day. Day 4. Is red going to go through the Vampire Lords? They do. Interesting. So now we're actually going to turn back north. Ether with a horde of the... not bandits, brigands? I forget what they are. And they've got up to Genies and Manticores. My goodness, folks, if we're going to win this fight, we got to win today. So we barely get the Altar of Wishes, just barely in the nick of time. That's only going to be 2 Genies. That's only going to be 1 Genie, though. Hold on. What are we missing? Gold? We are short 200 gold. I could, I suppose. No, I can't even get the marketplace. I don't think that this is going to be enough. It's day 5. I think that we are best off if we just head south and just hang out. There's a magic well. Then again, if you're going to stay here and just kind of wait for another week's worth of growth, tell you what, let's send 1 hero out to try and explore. Let's go back, pick up full spell points. And then, yeah, let's just continue on south. I think that red is going to be pretty tough here. Tougher than I want to handle. But if I can get new forces on the new day, that might be the difference between a win and a loss. Have you noticed? We've still not gotten up to the city hall. Like, we are costing ourselves gold every single day, but resources have just felt kind of tight. Pick up the marketplace, if for no other reason than we're going to want to trade at some point. Forces here, forces there. I'm feeling the squeeze. I feel the pressure. Can you feel it? Marcus is just going to stay safe. 1000 XP. Fire magic, okay. And then Grizel, she's here. It might be that all these heroes, at least these 2 minor heroes, wander a little too close, and we might pick up some nice experience first thing in the morning. I think that that's actually quite possible. By the way, 12 speed creature, that is my fastest creature. Let's hit end turn here on day 6. We need, we got 1 full extra day. Oh. Okay. All right. You're sure? If you are sure. This is a bad position to be in. Oh my goodness. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to sacrifice Eldirian. I think if I can just go to here, I think that the enemy will see me and I might be able to catch them. They're going to go south. They're going to go to here. I mean, it looks like I can reach because of my higher speed. If I go to right about here, I don't think that they can reach me. Yeah, they won't be able to reach me, but they might be close enough that then I can grab the forces here with Marcus and then hand them off here on day 1. So we're not going to have a lot of gold. We're only going to have like 2k gold. But this might be enough. 23 dwarves, 52 bandits. So bandits have 1 to 3 damage, 4 HP, 7 speed. Okay. Compared to my 5 attack, 1 defense, 6 attack, 1 defense, 1 to 3 damage versus 1 to 2. Everything else is pretty much the same. They got 1 more speed. Yeah, 1 more speed. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we are going to get the opportunity to do some magic arrows. That feels okay. Let's do 1. Run. We will wait because sure, why not? Oh. It's going to be one of those kinds of fights. Gotcha. Gotcha. And astrologers proclaim this to be the week of the hedgehog. Hedgehog cute. Okay. Yeah, let's get the 2 genies. So we got 4 genies. Boy, I really need a citadel. Boy, I really need gold. Boy, we got some issues here. Folks, this is not going great. Ah. Alrighty. Lord Halton, a knight. Might-based enemy. We're going to pick up Ether first because the dwarves should fall rapidly to the Acolytes. We're going to keep everybody else kind of together. Yeah, let's clear out this hero. We're going to end up waiting the first turn. I'm anticipating we might just get a magic arrow from the enemy and then they'll just run. Or worse, 17 rogues perish. Okay. And then, yeah, let's do damage to these dwarves. So 20 HP, they're still pretty tough. Pretty slow, but pretty tough. And then genies are going to be able to reach here. Am I going to lose a genie? 80 HP? There's no way we're going to lose a genie here, right? They're just bandits. 32 bandits. Good luck. Yeah, they did some damage, but it wasn't nearly enough. Dwarves with their 4 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I actually attack, I'm going to lose a genie. Let's not do that. We're going to back off. We're going to eat a slow. Okay. So the enemy's actually out of spell points. I'm good with that because that cold ray was not fun to deal with. We're going to wait on the Acolytes. We'll kill the rest of the bandits. And now the enemy runs. It feels like the enemy is running a lot. In the previous scenario, I noticed that too. Like you basically just sacrifice 20 dwarves. Now, if you want to keep the experience away from me, fine. Okay, it makes sense. But otherwise, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I think I can go to here. Hope that the enemy attacks me. And I think that Marcus is going to be able to reach from here to here. If the enemy does not attack me, great. If they do attack me, I don't know how fast those treants are, but I just assume that they're kind of slow. All right, folks, this might be the game. This might be the game because I don't know how strong anything or anybody is. Red's coming back in. Green ignores me a little bit. Can we get back to our starting castle? Looks like we can. So Marcus is going to head out. Oh, we don't have enough resources. We do got some trading opportunities. I think that we're obligated to trade. All the Mercury. Let's save 4. Just for a level 2 Mage Guild in case. That becomes handy. Yeah, I just need a little bit more resources for... Oh, hold on. I need... Yeah. I just need a little bit more gold. And we're going to get the Citadel. Here. The margins for error are very, very slim. I think that the Citadel is just going to be better than like a level 2 Mage Guild or anything like that. I know that just cost me all these other forces I could have potentially hired, but I think that right now we just need to survive. And maybe the red and the green player are actually even going to attack each other. And if they attack each other, we're golden because then we will come in and clean up the pieces. Let's just do this full defend and see what happens. Red. You slimies. Okay. All right. Well, at least we know the enemy doesn't feel comfortable attacking us in the castle. Let's get... Oh, geez. 1 Anubite. A little bit of rogue power here. This is not good. I don't have to tell you this is not good. You're a smart Heroes of Might and Magic player, dear viewer. You know this is not good. If you get behind on gold, good luck catching up. And so now, at this point, I'm going to dedicate myself. I'm just going to save up for the City Hall. We got to get a capital. We have to get a capital. And do we have to attack Lord Halton here? I don't think so. But because he saw us and then just kind of scurried away. I mean, treants are your level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. I feel like this is an opportunity that's too good. We got some good artifacts. We got some opportunities. Let's fight Lord Halton and let's see how this goes. So it's gonna be Lord Halton with 3 attack, 2 defense, 1 spell power, 1 knowledge. So he's not gonna be doing much spell casting. We do have 6 power and 3 knowledge. We do have a bunch of magic arrows for 120 points of damage at a time. In fact, I think that we're best off casting this advanced magic arrow as the earth spell, so that way it'll do 50% bonus damage due to that orb of permanency. So where do we cast this? I think that lizard warriors have 20 HP each. These guys are scary to me. These guys are scary. I'm gonna go for lizard warriors first. No, stop and think. 9 defense, jeez. 9 defense, low defense, 12 defense. You see, you kind of want to focus on the highest defensive creatures. By the way, speed, 5 speed versus 5 speed. So I actually don't know who's going to get to go first. So I got 5, 6, 7, 12, 6, 6, and 5. So it's highly likely. I got to check to see. Is there another 5 speed creature above these guys? 7 speed, 6 speed, 8, 4, and 4. So these lizard warriors are going to get to go first. On their turn, they're going to get to go before my range creatures. So I'm just going to do the opportunity. I'm going to do some damage there. 6 lizard men perish. Did I do that as a air magic arrow? I think I did. Remember, I've got this orb that does 50% bonus damage. I do want to use that where I can. We're just going to wait across the board, see what the enemies do. They wait, I wait. Looking at her, looking at me. Okay, now the 4 speed creatures are going to be obligated to go. I think it's worth it to me just to take out, 6 HP tribals. Yeah, you got to do damage anyway. You're going to do full damage there. You might as well. I do want to kill these hornets as much as possible. I'll do 50% damage here. Maybe I'll kill 2 more. I kill 1 more lizard warrior. That's it. And then we'll go here, here, here. And now we will cover up our shooters, which is nice. There's a magic arrow for 10 points of damage. You scary, crazy person, you. So sad. With 35 HP, 5 to 7 damage, I kind of want to attack here with the genies and then retreat. In fact, I will. So 10 toads, we kill 3. We take about 70 points of damage. We're going to back off, though. Rather than stay and fight, I just want to make sure that these hornets don't take out my acolytes. They are kind of my power stack a little bit here. There's goes a genie. I figured that was going to be on the list of things that were going to happen. Okay, so acolytes. I'm going to wait on the acolytes. The only creature that really bothers me at the moment are these hornets. Hornets are not going to be able to reach up here. Nomads are going to step to here. I don't think I just ended the turn. I think I waited. And treants are scary. Somebody's got to kill the treants. 1 treant goes down. A new bite gets some damage off on a frog. Defend. Okay, and hornets are going to go once and then once again, I think. Oh, I don't think I cast a spell that turn. No, that's bad. Fox, what are you doing? Oh! Wasps are not very difficult to deal with, apparently. Okay. I assumed wasps would be much more of a problem. It's kind of like when you're a kid, and when you're a kid, you see movies and stuff, and you think quicksand's gonna be a big problem, and then you get older, you're like, no, it's not. Well, this fight went really, really well. I think it could have gone even better with 1 more magic arrow, so my bad. But we'll take the 1,000 experience, and we're going to take the logistics for sure. We'll take our gems back. And at this point, I know that red's kind of been in this area. I think that they're going to see me right where we're at. They're going to turn around, and we're going to have to head back. I'm going to send Marcus off into the desert. You know, the other desert. Does red turn around? They do. They can't reach. That's great. What we wanted. We got the Citadel for defense. It's not amazing, but it'll do something for us. I do want to pick up the sign. What does it say? Beyond the door, there be dragons. Beware. Yes, red player's in the very center. Or yellow player, rather. Okay, I said I was saving up for The capital? I'm doing it. It's not the capital at this point. We're going for the city hall, but geez, it's about time we did that. Okay, time to explore a little bit. I am going to have Sulman. Let's see, view. Yeah. So green player's right about there. I think if Marcus stays here, if I go too much further, I'm worried that the enemy will reach me. But if I just stay right there, maybe not. Maybe not. And turn again because I got nowhere to be. Oh man, they did reach me. Mantises? Lovely. These are lizard warriors. Okay. And 10 HP. Wasps are so fragile. I guess that works. I mean, they're a high speed kind of creature, but man, they are so fragile. Okay. Well, I didn't think that I'd be reached, but that just kind of points again to what I was talking about heroes being able to travel a great distance. It's actually kind of impressive and kind of a problem. Okay. Finally. It just took 3 weeks, but we got our city hall. I think that I've learned something about this game. If you don't get the economy early, you never will. And what I really wanted to do, what I'm used to in Heroes 2, is I'm able to get a good fast start, which is pretty much required for a lot of Heroes maps. Get a good fast start, and then you can roll economy that way. We've gotten behind the 8 ball. I feel like I'm a kid playing Heroes of Might and Magic 1 again, where I'm like, why is this game so hard? I think that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. But make no mistake about it, the game is hard because I'm making it hard, right? Like, this is suboptimal, to say the least. I can't believe that you're coming to fight me. I don't believe she's coming to fight me. There's no way she's coming to fight me. We'll pick up 2 genies. We got 5. We'll pick up all the acolytes we can. That's 6. I don't know. Do I think I can beat her? Not right now. I mean, I think we hit end turn, and if you think you can beat me, I think we're going to dance. Let's see what happens. Wow, she wants to fight me. That's crazy. I think that there's no way that you beat me. I think that my spells are going to be too good. 20 spell points, 3 power, 2 knowledge. I think that my spells are going to be too good. And first thing to do, I think that the ranger damage is always going to be pretty high. Yeah, especially since lizard men have double the HP. Let's do this. 12 rangers goes down, 120 points of damage. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That's a lot of damage we just took off the board. We're just going to do weights. What spell is going to get cast? We've seen a cold ray already. The Anubites are just going to hang out. Genies are hidden behind the walls. Bless onto the lizard warriors. Lizard men warriors do 22 damage. So we're going to focus on them from afar. Do you fly? I'm guessing that mantises fly. Yeah, they got wings. I'm sure that they fly. The toads, though, they definitely do not. There's no way that toads fly. If I wait a little bit, mantises are not going to get closer. 45 HP. 2 to 6 with 20 HP, 8 to 12. You're just better suited to kill mantises. Yeah, these guys have got damage drop off. These guys are going to be over the wall. I think you really want to focus on them. We'll step up. We'll just do a full defense. Just in case. Oh, and you were kind enough to step into the moat. I almost wonder if I should attack them. Because the genies are going to get to go. I'm going to attack. I'm going to sally forth. With the good luck, that turned my fortunes massively around. There is 90 HP there. There's a little bit more HP worth of toads. I'm going to go kill toads. Wow. Here's the good... You think you can beat me in my castle? You think you can beat me in my castle? Buddy. Ma'am. Sir. Fiend. Untand me. Cur. Blackguard. Get thee hence. Whew. Okay, well, I think that the enemy's gonna run, don't you? I'm gonna attack here. There's 1 mantis left. There's a magic arrow. Oh, ooh, you got me. Congrats. We'll take out the archer. Anubites, unless they get good morale, we're a little bit too far away. Lizard warriors take a bunch of damage. If I kill this mantis, then these guys get their shot off. I'm guessing the enemy's gonna run. No, they do not run. I thought that they're gonna run. No, we are just gonna... Wow, we turned the tide. And the Citadel did help because I think it probably reduced the defense of the Mantises by 3 when they stepped in the moat. Then again, is that a Heroes 3 thing or a Heroes 2 thing? You see, that's the problem, is I'm getting all mixed up in the best way possible. But for 4 Acolytes, 2 of the Nomads, and 1 of the Bandits, we took out a great hero. Lots of forces. Do we get artifacts? Seeing Eye Pendant, Spade, Necromancy. So Blind is not going to be a problem, and then Spade and Necromancy, not going to be helpful, but we'll take it. Basic Wisdom, there's a Fireball spell right over there. Green player's been vanquished. You are kidding me. Oh my goodness. Look how quickly. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to this, but red player was do, and now they've gone all the way back around. Okay, so I have a choice. I know what's in this castle, and it's not a lot. I feel like I can maybe foot race my way from here to there and potentially save myself a lot of trouble. If I trade castles, now it's gonna be the best time for me to trade castles. The only issue I have is that there's so many forces here that I'm just gonna end up giving up. Oh, it feels bad. Oh, it feels bad. But if you're gonna win, this is the time to just sprint. Don't walk, run. And that makes my decision so much easier. Frodo has appeared with several black dragons. Ah, we got the vision spell. There is an oasis. I'm gonna take this gold mine because it's so close along the way. I don't think it's worth it to purchase any of these forces. We're just going to hand those over. I don't want to spend the spell points, but I'm going to. View air. Okay. Okay, there's 1 hero here, and then everybody else is localized in the bottom right. This is probably a good hero. I'm hoping it's not a great hero. Let's make sure that our forces are adequately split up. No rogues to play with here. Single stack, I'll single stack 1 single Genie because I don't think I have any other spells that really matter to me at the moment. Okay, if we're attacked, if this is the end, then I'll have it be such an end. Okay, and this is it, folks. I hate to say it, but this is the end. Go to bed. My dear sweet 5-year-old. It's not time to be awake. It is 6 in the morning. Go to bed. Okay. Folks, this is the end. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If the Manticores weren't enough, and if the 10 Genies weren't enough, and if the 10 Anubites weren't enough, then surely Medusa Queens can be upgraded into shooters? Oh, that's sick. I had no idea. In that case, then... Oh my goodness. Then that's the case. Green attacked me out of desperation. And now red is far too powerful for me. Oh my goodness. And this isn't even close. And... Oh, this isn't even close. So I play on impossible difficulty typically. Like, that's what I'm playing on right now. I think that impossible difficulty, I think I'm going to have to take a step back. I think I'm going to have to go into like hard difficulty and work my way up. Folks, this is great. This is great. Look how bad I lost. This is wonderful. I understand that you might be like, oh no, Fix Fox, you're so sad. No, I'm not. This is like not bad at all. Simply because it's just... This isn't bad. This is okay. This is fine. 9 speed. I think that we're going to get to go with my Genies in just a second. I'm going to attack here with my 1 single Genie, just so that way I can take the retaliation for my 5. Manticores are so fast. Manticores look pretty good, by the way. I really like the look of the Manticores. And I do like the little animation that they do. That's pretty good too. Man. Okay. Well, this game is over. 4 attack, 3 defense, 6 spell power, 4 knowledge. Yeah, better hero, better enemy, better forces, way more forces. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get out of the scenario because the scenario is over. Then we're going to load right back up into this. I'm just going to hit auto combat because it doesn't matter at this point. But we're going to load back up and we're going to try this on hard difficulty. So this is game 1 of Hotspot. Yeah, this is game 1. Huh. Okay. Suleiman feels that the odds are overwhelming. Do you want to retreat? Yeah, I do. It's over, man. Game over, man. And so red was able to defeat all these forces over here just with spare troops, because this looks like the big main army.